Okay, welcome back to the channel. We're going to do the daily wrap up on this. I'm going to try and get in the habit of doing these as much as I can. So today I only had one trade, and that was SPRO right here, SPRO. There really wasn't any news or any catalyst for it. The news and the catalyst was yesterday. So it was more of like a continuation trade. That was the only trade that I did. And I'll show you where I got in and out of that. It was actually two trades on SPRO. But if we look at the Qs right here, we started selling off at 932, and we were trading below the VWAP on the, this is actually the TQQQs, but the Qs, the NASDAQ was kind of trading below. And then right around 10 o'clock, we started reversing, we started trading, and we went above the VWAP, and now we've just been consolidating. And let me jump into SPRO. This was the trade that I did. And let me go into the 30-second here and I'll show you. Okay, so I started looking at the scanner, and on the top traded gainers, SPRO showed up, and then it also showed up on the biggest gainers. And the SPRO, the float on it is 37 million. And the volume for 5 minutes for the last 5 minutes is 36,000. So it's kind of low, and there really wasn't a catalyst. But if you look on the daily, down here on the daily, yesterday we had some news, and we had like an inside day candle. So we opened up above that. So I was looking for a nice run. Pre-market, as you can see, pre-market, it was kind of ran up, sold off, and then started grinding up to the pre-market. So the market opened up. It showed up on the scanner. There was other ones that showed up, but it really wasn't looking too good. So I just jumped in SPRO. Now with SPRO, I didn't go in what I normally would. I went on about half of a position I normally would. And I got in right around here. And we had a nice sell-off right here, and then as you can see, the volume was kind of drying up, and on the 30-second chart, the volume was drying up. Once we closed, it was right here, where I drew the red circle, right here where we closed above, I was like, okay, the volume is not that much, but the volume's kind of drying up. Maybe I'll hold the VWAP and test the highs. So as I looked over here on the 30-second, and then it was coming in about I think around 247, I jumped in, 245. It was right around in here. I jumped in, and what I did was when I jumped in here, I put my stop loss down here around 235. And I think I jumped in around 245, 246. So 235, that's like a 10-cent stop. So I got in here. It was right around a 10-cent stop. And what happened was this candle right here started trading up. And then I was like, okay, this is going to go. And then all of a sudden, it was like a flash, and it just sold off. And it almost wicked me out because I had my stop down in here. It almost wicked me out and stopped me out. But then I think what was happening was the shorts were just trying to just really push it down. It kind of pushed down. The volume was about even with this one. So I was like, well, the trade might not work out. And then we opened up on this candle, and then we started trading above here, and the volume was coming in. We started trading. I was like, okay, now we can test the highs. So I jumped in right around here, and then it started coming up, and then I was like, okay, we got it. And then this candle here, it didn't break it, and then it started retracing back. So I got out, and I made like 10 cents on the trade. I got out because this candle here, it started retracing back. So I got out. I locked in 10 cents, and then I was like, okay, let's just move on. So I was looking at other trades, and I had it, I think it was up here. I had it up here, and then I saw right in here, this is SPRO. I had all these other trades up as well that I was looking at. This one really, Red Robin, that really wasn't looking too good. INOD. Uh, I was looking at this one, but then all of a sudden I saw this right here on SPRO. So then I jumped back over here and looked at SPRO, and we had a nice 3-bar candle pullback. And if you look at the volume here, it was kind of drying up. So I was like, okay, this is good. So we had a nice pullback here. And as you can see on the 30-second chart, the volume kind of was drying up. And then right here on the 2-bar break, I got in, and on this green candle, it started trading up. I was like, okay, now we got the volume coming in. So I got in, and then it came up here. It broke the highs, and it was still running. And I was like, oh, this is going to be a nice trade. And then all of a sudden, it started coming back here. So I went on ahead and got out. So I got in right here on this 2-bar break, and it started trading up in here. And then it started retracing back. When it started retracing back, I moved my stop loss up, and because it really couldn't break this, so I moved my stop up really tight, and I got 12 cents out of the trade. So I got 10 cents on the first trade and 12 cents on the second one. So for the day, it was a 22-cent trade. I mean, let's just round it off to like 20 cents. I mean, if you go with 1,000 shares, that's a nice trade. 5,000 shares, you're starting to make some money. So that was the only trade that I had today, was SPRO. I didn't go in this one. I went on half my position here, and then this one set up, so I went in pretty good position on this one and got 12 cents out of this. The thing about these stocks, and what you really have to understand with this scanner, the top traded gainers, the biggest gainers, you're just looking for small trades. And these low float gainers, these low floats, these are not stocks you really want to invest in. These are just pump and dumps. These low floats, they're pump and dumps. You get in and you get out quickly. Now, see this right here, I got in here and then I got out around 10 cents up here, because it just really wasn't pushing up. The price action just didn't push up. Now, right here, this candle, I mean, I left a little money on the table because this candle ran up. I could have made more, but you just don't know when you're trading. Because when you're trading, you're looking at this right here and you're like, oh yeah, this is going to run up. We're going to test new highs. And all of a sudden, this one can't break the high of that. And then we're retracing back. And before you know it, you might be up 15, 20 cents, and then all of a sudden, a couple of seconds go by, and you're down to break even. So you just don't know. And as you can see here, yeah. So that's why you go ahead and lock in your profits. And as you can see here, the trade set up again. We had a nice run up. We had a micro pullback. So then, of course, this one traded below the low here, but once it broke that candle and I saw volume coming in on the 30-second chart down here, once I saw volume coming in, I went on ahead on this bar here. I call it a 2-bar break because that's the 1 bar, that's the 2-bar break. I just got in and ran up. And then all of a sudden it started doing the same thing, couldn't break that high. And then it started retracing back. So I moved my stop up and I got 12 cents out of that. So that's the only trade that I made today in the market. There really wasn't much setting up. If we run through here, if we look at GITS, as you can see, that really was nothing. We're looking at the top traded gainers here. That really was nothing, trading below the VWAP. BLRX, that's below the VWAP. BSLK, that was below the VWAP in the morning. RRGB was there. This one, it ran up, and then as it was selling off, I was like, okay, this could be a nice trade because we got some good volume here. This is a nice trade. And of course, right here, we gapped up, and I was thinking we were going to do good. And as soon as we just had a nice volume sell off and we broke the VWAP and we're down in here, I just didn't take the trade and I moved on. I mean, I missed it. I could have gotten some money out of here because it traded above the VWAP again. And of course, right in here, you could have made money. But these candles here really aren't showing me anything, so I probably really wouldn't get in. And I don't like trading below the VWAP, to be quite honest. I like trading above the VWAP and just get my small moves. LVWR. This one I missed because I was trading the SPRO. LVWR, I just missed, and as you can see here, I didn't have it on here, and I just missed it. This was a nice trade. This one, LVWR, we started trading above the VWAP. We got some volume coming in, and right here, we have some consolidation. We broke that consolidation, and then we had a micro pullback here, and that red bar, that candle, volume candle drying up, and then all of a sudden, this one opened up. We didn't trade below this candle here. So what you could have done is, that would have been a really tight stop on this candle. That would have been like a 10-cent stop. You could have started a position here once it broke that. And then once it got to 6 cents, it broke. And then it looks like we had a doji here. That's 15 cents. What you could do is you could just sell half your position and then move to break even. And then see how that runs. And that actually made you a really good trade and could have got like 70 cents out of that. But I missed that trade. To be quite honest, I missed it. Didn't get into it. So that was LVWR. That could have been a good trade. IMNN. Again, I was trading SPRO, IMNN. We had a run up. We had a pullback here. And we had a hammer candle here. And the thing about this is, if you look at it on a 30-second chart, those two red candles are on high volume. So that's a little bit concerning. But what you could have done is, this candle here did not trade below this candle, and it's still above the VWAP, and the VWAP is slanted up. So you could have done a 2-bar break on this candle here, and you would have gotten yourself some money. I don't know how much that would have been. Maybe about 10 cents. So I didn't trade that. I looked at it. I was like, nope, not trading it. And then SPRO, of course, I did trade that. And then I just didn't trade. Nothing was really showing up here. I was too busy on SPRO. But as you can see here, later on in the day, we had a break of the high there. With volume coming in, we had a break of the high. That was pretty nice. How much was that? 88, 98. You could have gotten yourself 10, 15 cents out of that. And then, of course, here we have some consolidation. Let's take a look at this on the 30-second chart, how this would have. Yeah, we had a little sell-off when we had consolidation. And then we had a move up, and then we had a nice pullback. We had a nice pullback here. That's a 4-bar pullback. We had a run up. It pulled back. It did not trade below. And you could have done a 2-bar break on that, thinking that that would be like 15-cent stop, 10 cents, and then you break the new highs, and then you start consolidating and get 30 cents. So the scanner is definitely working. Definitely making trades off of it. And last night I worked on the PR movers. There's going to be another scanner up here that you can use. It's going to be PR movers. Anything with news, I'm scanning to see if it's trading above the VWAP and when there's volume coming into the trade. Right now, I'm just writing the code for when volume starts coming into the trade pre-market. This is going to be for pre-market movers, and for when the market opens. It's things are going to show up when there's more volume coming in than previous, and it's actually moving. So I'm working on that scanner. I'm hoping to have it done over the weekend, and then I'll start testing it like on Monday and Tuesday, and hopefully I will be live streaming next week. And make sure you like and subscribe, because I will be live streaming here soon. So that's all I have. I'm still working on the scanner, and it will be released to the public. What I'm thinking about doing is, once I have the scanner done, I need to set up a login system so people can create usernames and passwords. I don't know how I'm going to do this. It might be with like a key that you copy and paste from your account into the scanner, and then only you can use it. I think what I'm going to do is, once I release this to the public, I'm going to be streaming this, so you can obviously watch me live streaming, and then you could possibly take trades with the scanner yourself. But I'm going to release it to the public, and I'm thinking about giving out a 14-day free trial. Just go ahead, get it out there, 14-day free trial. Have people use it. If you can make money with it, great. And if you don't like it, just uninstall it and you'll be done. But if you do like it, then I'm not going to be charging a lot of money for this. This is a proprietary scanner. I'll probably be doing maybe $25 a month in the beginning. But I'm going to give out a 14-day free trial so people can use it, see if they like it, try to make money. And if you make money, they'll easily pay for like a month-to-month basis if I charge like $25 a month. Or I might charge like $100 for a whole full year for people to get it, just to get it out there in front of people. That's all I have. I will talk to you later.